What's good, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? You know, it's me, KB, and I'm back with another video. I know it's been like 3 months since I made a video, because I was just it's been like 2-3 months since I made a video because of the fact that I don't got no explanation. But this video is going to be story time, because I'm gonna start my pranks. I'm gonna start later. Like, I'm gonna start my pranks like after this video. I'm gonna start pranking people. So okay, so this video is about my ex, as y'all can read the whatchamacallit. This video is about my ex. It was requested on my Facebook when I had my voting thing. I'm surprised that vote thing went up. Like, y'all really want to know what happened? Y'all really want to know? But yeah, I'm finna get into that. I'm finna most definitely get into that. Okay. As y'all, if y'all watch my story on Facebook, I posted like something about I forgot. It's something about my ex. I just be posting on my story, but y'all ate that motherfucker up, so I'm finna give it to y'all. So basically 4 years ago I was in 8th grade. 4 years ago I was in 8th grade, and I had 2 best friends. That was my first time being at that school. I was with my ex. And as everybody know, every girlfriend I get with, I call them my first love, but we not gonna speak on that. But, so I was with my ex, and basically, like, I wasn't with her, I was in a relationship with her, but I was with my best friends. So my best friends, we had this I think that wasn't Rivington sleepover, but we had a little sleepover. I forgot what it was for, but we had this little sleepover, and I was the only stud there, and it was 3 females, and 3 femmes, because I'm a female too, 3 femmes, and I was the only stud there. So yeah, me being like 13, 14 in the stud, I'm trying to have a little fun. So yeah, that was my first time smoking. Was that my first time smoking? That wasn't my first time smoking, but I smoked with them. So basically, we all over there, whatever, we kicking it, you know, having fun. You know, 2 of the girls was my best friends, and the other one was my friend. So we just over there just kicking it or whatever, having fun or whatever. So we smoking, eating, talking on the phone. And, you know, my brother stopped by for a little bit. My brother and his friend stopped by for a little bit, I guess, to wait on their ride or whatever. So, yeah, we all just kicking it or whatever. So, basically, cut to the chase. When my brother left, we all went in the girl whose house it was. We all went in her room, and we just sitting there playing. And they get to playing, you know. They had held me while my best friend gave me hickeys and stuff. And remind you, I'm in a relationship, so I ain't gonna say the girl name, but she had gave me hickeys out of my neck or whatever. And hold on. So back to it. So yeah, they had gave me hickeys or whatever, and you know, we was just sitting on the bed, we playing, talking, you know, having conversation, because it was just like a sleepover, a hangout. So basically, so yeah, after that, you know, after all that, we playing or whatever the case might be. So we go on the back. So we go on the back porch, and the boy, I ain't gonna say his name, but this boy that we was hanging with at the time, he came over, and we all just smoked or whatever on the back porch. We smoked on the girl house. It was back porch, and we was just high, just overly high. So he ended up leaving. It was like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Then we went in the front room, laid across the floor, passed out or whatever. High. So we get back up and we go back in the room. We was going back and forth. So we get back up, we go back in the room, and I'm sitting, I don't know, was I sitting on the bed? I don't know. But I was. I'm sitting on the bed, and I got a call from my dad's girlfriend. And my great grandma passed away. And basically, I just was looking into shock and stuff, just looking around, just looking at them, but then on the phone, then I'm like in shock with it. So I just stopped caring about everything. I'm already hot, so I didn't, couldn't function or whatever. So I'm just looking, and I'm like, this is real? Like, is this all real, whatever? So basically, I get the call of my grandma dying or whatever, and all that happened. So I tell them when I get off the phone with my dad's girlfriend, I tell them what happened, and I'm just like breaking it down to them, like it wasn't nothing serious, so that we can continue playing and being goofy or whatever. So they like, you sure you okay, Woo? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna get over it eventually. It is what it is, like. But the whole time I was hurt as freak. I was like really, really hurt. So basically we get to playing or whatever still, and it's going on like 3 in the morning. We go to the other room with this big ass bed, and we get to playing in there or whatever. And then after we get done playing in there, being stupid or whatever, she had this back room. No, before we get to the back room, when we was in the room with the big bed, we was just talking about like having freaky conversation or whatever, talking about sex or whatever. And imagine I'm only like 13, 14 at this time. So we having like freaky conversation or whatever. And by this time we should have been watching Disney Channel together. We should have been watching Disney Channel, eating Skittles and stuff together. Like, we should have been doing stuff like that. So we just having freaky conversation or whatever. And we going to back. And we just sitting in there at first because I was trying to see how I feel, because I think everybody been back there but me. So we just back there talking or whatever. So they get to talking about my head game. And I'm like, so what y'all trying to do? So I'm like, what y'all trying to do? And then remind you, the girls, two of the girls I know, my 2 best friends that was there that I actually did something with, they was, so like I'm saying, again, we back there, and my 2 best friends, they, first of all, they not, I don't know, they wasn't gay for real. They wasn't gay. I don't think, yeah, they was not gay. And they were virgins. The 2 girls were virgins. Not the third one, but the 2 girls was a virgin. So I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know if they virgin now or not, so that ain't none of my business. So basically, they, virgins, never experienced with a girl or whatever. Me, even though I was 14, 13, I had my first experience in 5th grade. Yeah. I had my first experience in 5th grade. But yeah, back to the story. So yeah, they never experienced with a girl. They were straight. and, Persians. So I'm like, you never had, look, from a stud, another girl to be exact. And they like, no. But, me, gotta be KV. I'm like, I'm here. Not saying that I was the only one acting on, because they was acting on too. They went in the bathroom, they fixed themselves. They fixed themselves for sure, because they fixed themselves. So, they come back. So basically, they come back in the room. And it's cold back there. It is. So the first girl, so me and the other girl, well, my two best friends, one was on the couch over here and one was on the couch like across the room. Yeah, one was on the couch over on one side, and one was on the couch on the other side. So me and the other girl, first I went to my first best friend. And I started, doing stuff with her first, and then the girl was doing stuff with my other best friend. So that was happening for a good 10-15 minutes. And then we switched. We switched. I don't think my other best friend let the girl do something to her. But I know I went to the other best friend and, started doing stuff with her for another 10-15 minutes. Then she was like, okay. And then she got up, she was like, girl. I was like, girl. I'm laughing like this is not a cheating video. But yeah, so I'm like, so we, talking about, we go in the other room to the big bed, talking about it. And then I'm like, oh my God. Then remind y'all again, I'm in a relationship. And I got a bunch of hickeys on me, like all over my neck. I got hickeys. So we went we went home. Did we go? Yeah, we went home. I went home, and I think they did too, but I remember I went home, and my girlfriend at the time called me and was like, oh yeah, we coming out there to Chicago, tomorrow. And then I'm looking, heart beating fast as hell, like, these hickeys is not gonna be going by no tomorrow. So I'm in the kitchen trying to get spoons, cold spoons or whatever, all like putting them on it. And then I'll go talk to my brother. I'm like, oh bro, what I'm gonna do? He was like, I don't even know what to tell you, folks. I'm like, really, dude? So basically, the next day came. I'm sitting there scared as ever. They on the road. She called me, we on the road. So she get there. She walk in my room. I'm trying to have my neck. I'm doing this whole hell. And she lift my chin up to kiss me. And she see that one big hickey. Like, it was big. I know I was finna say her name. My ex-best friend, she made a big one right there. So she walked in, she lift my chin up, and she kissed me or whatever, and I'm still doing this or whatever. Why is you doing all that for? What you trying to hide? What you trying to hide on your neck? So I'm like, I was scared. So she basically look on my neck, and I'm sitting there like, I had dreads at the time, to remind you. So I tried to use my dress to cover it up, but so basically, she looked at me, I looked at her, I was like, because I thought she was finna swing off me. But she get to snapping. You a dumb AB. I'm like, trying to think of stuff to say. So I'm just trying to think of stuff to say. So I'm like, so I basically, I'm like, what you wanted me to do? They held me down and Anthony was there. Anthony, my brother, so I can say his name. So I'm like, Anthony was there. So they like, so she like, what that supposed to mean? You still let them do that? You still sit there and let them do that? I'm like, it's one of me and it's three of them. It's one of me and it's three of them. So I'm like, it's one of me, it's three of them. So what you want me to do? And she like, she was like, you could have got up and moved. I was like, I'm gonna move if I'm being held down by 3 people. And she was like, okay, whatever. She was like, okay, whatever, Kiara. So, basically, we got to fighting in the room. We got to fighting in the room on my bed. We got to fighting over there. So she was like, alright, whatever, I'm done. It don't matter. We done. So I'm like, alright, whatever. So I left her in the room. I left her in my room. It sounds dumb. Yeah, I left her in my room. So I left her in my room and I go downstairs to my brother. And I tell him what happened. He started laughing. I was like, that's not funny, bro. Tell her nothing happened. Cause you know nothing happened. Remind you, he left before anything happened. So I'm like, tell her nothing happened, bro. Tell her nothing happened. So she come down the stairs. She come downstairs trying to fight again. I'm like, you stupid. Beep. And she banged my head. Because my brother had this thing where he put all his shoes on. It's like a shelf or whatever. I guess it was supposed to be a kitchen thing, but he used it as a thing to show off his shoes. So she come downstairs, she banged my head on that, then she banged my head on his futon. And I'm like, my head already big, so what you doing, folks? And she was like, I don't get no fuck. And I was like, alright, bro, stop talking to me. Don't touch me no more, bro. Like you said, we done. So she was like, you know, us being toxic, no, we not done. We not done until I say we done. So I'm like, boy, we overly finished. So I'm just sitting there. We talking. So she asked my brother what happened. He explained to her what he saw or whatever. And she was like, alright, whatever. If they held you down, they held you down. So imagine we still broke up. But we went upstairs and we did the do. So I'm like, you did all that. Hey, kiss on my neck, you did all that just for us to do. And she was like, whatever. So yeah. So basically, today, I told her what actually happened. And she flipped. Literally, I told her it's 4 years later. I was gonna take it to my grave, but my bad. Me and her got to arguing about who cheated the most. We can do that because that's my favorite. We talk about everything together, so we just argued about who cheated the most. And she had me messed up, so I'm like, that's why I had a threesome on you. And she just started going crazy, like, and you kiss me back, and you kiss me, you had them coochies on your lip. I'm like, I didn't know what to say. Like, are you serious right now? Like, you really mad? It happened 4 years ago. And she was like, it don't matter when it happened. I don't care if it happened yesterday. I was like, if it happened yesterday, then that'd be different. But you know, typical old me, gotta be extra. Yeah. But yeah, I swear to y'all, I'm not at all. I learned from my mom and my dad. But when it comes to that right person, I could really treat that person right. Example, my last relationship. But that's not this story. So yeah, basically. So yeah. But anyways, I think that's it. Alright, y'all. So that's the end of the story. Yeah, I know I'm finna die after this video, but yeah, she'll be okay. It's KB, and you know Babs. See y'all for part 2 of the next X. Oh, I would've